I'm just putting together some information I found. In ancient times, solar and lunar eclipse, like when you read about it, it was always considered um, a malefic period, and they never really stated why. But then when you look at weather conditions afterwards, you understand why the ancients always stated that solar and lunar eclipse, it made them very scared, and they understood what happens um with cosmology and with the earth and the weather conditions on how the eclipse affects the earth through weather and different happenings. I just want to tell you right off, I am no scientist. All I am is just an observer and just somebody that has researched. And I love astrology and I love astronomy and cosmology and anything to do with those natures. And this is just some information that I found. Uh, just of last year. I mean, there's other. I mean, I'm most sure I could dig up information for years and years and years. But this is just last year. February 15th, 2008 was a partial solar eclipse. There was flooding in Ohio, high winds, and tornadoes. July 13th, 2018 was a partial solar eclipse. There was a Cat 1 equivalent of a land hurricane with 75-mile-an-hour winds, tornadoes, flooding, and this all hit the middle of the United States in Ohio, near Ohio. And the solar eclipse didn't happen that far from that area, like you could see it really well in that area. August the 11th, partial solar eclipse. There was a sinkhole opened up in Lancaster, England. Floods in France, India, Beijing had a landslide. There was an earthquake in Indonesia. Yemen had a flood. Turkey had a flood. Oaxaca, Mexico had a flood. I'm sorry if I destroyed that, but my apologies. Germany had a tornado, which was uncommon. There were 22 or 24 deaths that happened just in India off the flooding. January 31st, 2018, there was a total lunar eclipse. There were plasma filled skies. People were taking pictures of the plasma filled skies. The skies were red and purple. Um, there were strange noises coming from different parts of the world, and this all has to do with the atmosphere of electricity hitting the earth and it bouncing off, and it's a whole complicated thing. Like I said, I'm no scientist. I'm just learning myself. Um, there was also a very warm January, and there was a blizzard that happened the same day, or it happened within a couple hours of the eclipse. That there was a blizzard forecast. July 27th, 2018, a total lunar eclipse. There was a blood moon. Four tornadoes hit Denver and Boulder, Colorado. And there was flooding in the middle of the United States. And there was also a hurricane. I think it was called Gilma. I may be wrong. It may be a different date. But I know that there was a Hurricane Gilma that was happening at the time of one of these lunar or solar eclipse, that was all hitting at the same time. Um, Two times during the year, we have where the universe is more susceptible to, well, our little mini universe is more susceptible to incoming debris from the outside world, from the Kuiper belt and beyond. Well, we can actually get it at any time due to all the asteroids that we have around us, but it can happen at any time. And I just found these solar and lunar eclipses to be astonishing, and I'll probably like look up more to see what all I could find about weather and how it relates to astrology, because so many times you'll read an ancient text that it's malefic and it never, I mean, it never goes into detail why. It'll just say, you know, it's a malefic moon. Don't do any magic. Don't um don't try to manifest anything on a solar or lunar eclipse. Always try to be careful on a solar eclipse. It's kind of the theme you always read in old ancient text, in very old text. But I just found this information. I just looked it up for 1 year. And I'm most sure if we went back many, many years, you could probably find the same or similar information. And I just wanted to share this with you. I'm sorry I'm rambling, but I wanted to get it out there. And I thought it was quite fascinating. And when I find these things along the way, I like to share them with you. Thank you for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a great one. Bye.